What is up with it? Today we are back with a blue Doflamingo versus a purple Luffy. The blue Doflamingo at the time of recording was number 7 on ladder, and the purple Luffy at the time of recording was around number 9 on the ladder. So this is going to be a top 10 gameplay. Looks like purple Luffy won the rock, paper, scissors. That's a huge help for Luffy. The Doflamingo is electing to keep with Perona, Crocodile, Boa, Teach. Just going to play the Teach on 2 Dawn. Just getting it on board. Don't hate that. Going to go ahead and Luffy effect into the Zoro. Finding that Gum Gum. Going to go ahead and play the Perona. Maybe the worst stack of all time. Going to be forced to just ship it to the bottom. It's a good thing we have the Teach on board because that would have been really, really bad. We're going to go ahead and get to swing 9 here, I would imagine. Yep. And we find the second Jinbei. Alright, when we find the second Jinbei, that is massive. Happy New Year's, everyone. By the time you're watching this, it will be New Year's. It's New Year's Day that when I'm recording this. You guys will probably see it in a few days. Just trying to get out a last couple videos before I leave for Orlando tomorrow. We're going to go ahead and swing the Zoro into the Jinbei. We'll go ahead and 2K out of that. We know they're almost always playing the Luffy Taro on this turn. Some purple Luffys have really gotten into the habit of playing the Sanji on 7 when the opponent has Teach, so that way they can swing into the Teach. I've seen that a lot recently. Okay, definitely not a bad setup for the Luffy. The Dofi player getting pretty starved here, running down to only 4 cards in hand. This could be a big decision. We could Perona, we could Law, we're on 6 Dawn. Okay, electing to just play the Jozu. Just getting rid of that Sangoro. That Sangoro is such an important part of what Luffy wants to do. It's such an important part. Getting that draw every turn is just absolutely busted, especially when you consider the context of the Gum Gum Giant, where if you're able to draw for turn, draw off Sangoro, and then you're able to counter that for that turn with just like a Gum Gum Giant, it's just like your hand has just gone so plus in ways that decks very rarely get to do. So going to go ahead and swing 7. Just going to let that go. We can't protect it if he swings any more at it. Like we can give a 2-1 there, and then if he swings 5, we can protect. But if he swings anything other than 5, there's nothing we can do. So playing the kid here, that feels like a pretty big break for the Doflamingo. If we saw another Luffy Taro come down with the Sangoro, it feels like the game would probably be a wrap. Okay, so just going to go ahead and swing 8 at life. Have to imagine we're going to see a Jinbei Boa here. Look at the top 3. Ideally, I think we find... I feel like we have to counter this. Because this could potentially be the smallest attack all turn. They elect to take it. I'm not a huge fan of that. This stack also not exactly what we're looking for. Would not hate just shipping this to the bottom. Looks like we decided to put it on top just because we wanted some counter. When we do that, however, I have to imagine we're going to use this Teach effect. I don't know if you can see her. Got the pupper trying to come in the frame. Yeah, you can't see her. She's tall, but she's not that tall. She's she's like right where the desk is. We might get a pupper cam one time. She's a Bernese Mountain Dog. Her name is Penny. Very beautiful. So swinging 10, and they had to give us infinite cards. So for sure, they were supposed to counter out of that 8. They're probably feeling a little foolish. This game could really go either way at this point. Excuse me. I was up super late last night, as you can imagine, as it was New Year's Eve. And it is still morning here. I'm a bit tired, but making do. Penny, what are you doing? So Purple Luffy really in the think tank here. What are we thinking about the Purple Luffy wanting to do? Okay, so he's going to go ahead and swing 9. I have to imagine we just let that go. It feels like we don't really ever get to protect this. They have 8 Dawn remaining. I'm not sure really what we're scared of them doing with 8 Dawn. I guess like Luffy, Taro... It doesn't even establish like a blocker or anything, so that's not... I mean, it could play the Onami, but the Onami won't get the draw. So... Or he was on 9 Dawn, so it would have gotten the draw until he did this. So now it won't get the draw. Oh, Zoro, this is like... I mean, it's a fine card to play, but we're definitely not too scared of it as the Dofy player. So what are we going to do with this last 4 Dawn? Okay, so swinging 6. Okay, so we're playing a 2-cost blocker, the Robin. Yep, that makes a lot of sense. I personally... Okay, Perona. Let's see what we can find. Yeah. Nothing that helpful, I would say. We can just throw him to the bottom. And this Perona, it's possible that we could get into a game state where next turn it will be relevant as a sweener. And we have 3 2Ks in our hand. We should swing 8 here, I imagine. Okay, yep. We can go 6, 8, 8. They're going to have to give us 2 cards. We're just going to go 8. Nope. 6 first. Makes sense to go 6 first. You definitely want to go 6 first here, because if he doesn't have like actual counter and he just has the Gum Gum, it's super awkward for him. Whereas if he has the, if you swing the 8 first, he can Gum Gum and draw another counter. And based on the fact that he took the 6, that does really make me feel like his hand was looking really light on counter. So I wouldn't be surprised to watch him go for a game this turn. He's going to start with a 9 just because he wants to be able to use Kid Effect to boost up the leader. It's a little bit more Dawn efficient. So we're going to go ahead and go 9, 10, 11, it appears. And we have way more than enough counter, you know. So that just means that this game is over. Purple Luffy, I think missing the Luffy Taro on the turn where they played Kid, I think really played a big part. I'm not sure if there's anything else. I guess them being unbelievably bricked. Like, look at this. That's 5 bricks, and we knew there was a 6th brick. And we have to imagine that the life or the draws were these 2, right? Because there's no way we swing 6. And if he has 1Ks, he's not giving us the 1Ks. I'm wondering when he got the Big Mom. But I feel like there could have been an opportunity at some point to play the Big Mom. Big Mom being super strong into Doflamingo. Particularly when they have a Jozu on board. Just really neutralizing that large threat. I've tried personally playing a little bit of Purple Luffy. I'm not sure how you guys feel about this 9-cost rusher. I'm not sure I feel that great about him. The little I've played. I haven't played too much. I'm going to play a lot more Purple Luffy after Nats. But let me know. Clearly, it's a staple. Clearly, it's a good card. But in my experience, when I played the deck a little bit, I wasn't in love with the card. It felt dead in my hand a lot of the time. Maybe a skill diff. I don't know. I never have anyone drop it on me when I play Doflamingo. Because they just blow up too quickly. So let me know, you guys, if you think that the 9-cost Luffy is mandatory. Because so far in deck building, it seems like everyone thinks it's mandatory, but let me know if anyone has some really good insights into Purple Luffy, if you think that's true, or if it's just what people have elected to do. Um, would love to hear some feedback on that. The kid seemed kind of trolled this game, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's really good in certain game states. This one just happened to not be one of them. Or at least not the turn he played it. Whatever. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Happy New Year and have a great rest of your day.